do a quick refresher on the mesh tool. It's come up a few times. So I just kind of fabricated this really quickly, but this could be any site, any survey. I've dropped in some splines. If these are surveyor's polylines, they work as well, but just some fictitious contours and a property boundary here. So to get this to work, first of all, we are going to select the mesh tool. Sorry, realizing it's off screen right now. But I'll select the mesh tool and I'll grab a favorite for existing terrain here. And I'm just going to hold down the space bar and click on that outer boundary. That adds that mesh to that area, or it should if it's in the right spot. Let's go ahead and relink this up a story just so we can get this all together. So there's that mesh. Now I want to make this mesh include these contours. So I have to select the mesh tool again from the toolbox. Again, apologies for that being off screen, but select the mesh from the toolbox there with the mesh tool selected, and make sure that the geometry method is set to polygon. And then you can hold down space and actually apply those contours just by holding space and clicking. Alternatively, you can manually click these. If you see here, it's kind of close together. I can actually add contours around the edge like this and get those to essentially apply. The thing there is that it doesn't automatically match the contour very well, and you have to start inbound from the edge. So again, the two options are to manually click away from the edge and double click to finish the placement, and then come back in and tidy it up a little bit. You can even add additional nodes to make that fit the contours a little bit better. But the quicker way, if you have these already drawn out, is just to hold down space and click. And fit to user ridges is fine on that window. And that gives you those contour points. So now if we look at that in 3D, it's just a flat slab with those contours. I can then come into floor plan view, select this contour to isolate it, click the Z, apply to all, and say this is up 5 feet or 10 feet or something like that. And then maybe they're 2 foot contours. So this is 8 feet, 6 feet, and that apply to all stays locked in. And that gives us those contours. So if we look at this in 3D now, you can see those contours are following out. Now you might get corner points on the survey, but otherwise you just kind of come in and adjust those in 3D normally to get it to look clean. So anyway, that's a quick refresher on how to use the mesh tool.